Hey guys, and welcome to the new episode of Full Throttle, and today we will show you possibly the best GT car ever made. This is the Bentley Continental GT Speed. Now let's talk about how this Bentley Continental GT Speed is like to drive, because this is what makes the Bentley truly special car. The Bentley is the perfect combination between a sporty car and a luxury limousine. You can drive as fast as you want with over 600 horsepower from the W12 engine, or you can just cruise along and enjoy the views in a perfect comfort and luxury. This is one of the most interesting cars to drive because even though it's very heavy, weighing over 2 tons, the car is actually very good to drive, it's very nimble, and thanks to the all-wheel drive system, you have all the grip you would ever need. Still, you feel that the brakes are working very hard to stop the car, but you can actually hustle it around without falling apart. Still, the Bentley manages to be amazing to drive. It's very fast and very luxurious and quiet at the same time. And now let's talk about the sound. This car has a W12 engine and is one of the very few cars with such an engine. And the sound is very unique and very characteristic, and there is no other car on the market that sounds like this. Here we have a custom exhaust system which makes the car sound even louder, and it's very good because it can be turned off all the way when you want to enjoy a quiet cruise, and you can turn it up when you want to hear how the car sounds. And let's talk about the speed part, because this is a Bentley Continental GT Speed. Even though this is the original Bentley Continental car, here the suspension have been tweaked and this car is much sportier than the usual model. You get extra sporty suspension, you get a louder exhaust, and you get 620 horsepower, which means there is more than enough power to power this giant car. And now let's hear how this Bentley Continental GT Speed sounds. This car has been fitted with a custom Quicksilver exhaust system and it's very loud. And now let's hear it. And now we'll present to you one of the most special cars we've ever had on the channel. This is the Bentley Continental GT Speed, and it just might be the best GT car ever made. Thanks to Premium Rally Sofia we have this car, and you can learn more about them in the links down in the video. And now let's check out this car and see why it is so good. And now let's talk about how the Bentley Continental GT Speed looks. Now this is one of the most recognizable posh and luxury cars on the road, and there is a reason for that. The Bentley just looks very good and you definitely won't miss it on the road. It has a giant massive chrome grille, it has the Bentley logo with the wings, and of course, since this is a speed model, it has these sporty carbon elements, which are of course a very pricey option. On the side of the car we get massive 21-inch wheels, and you get carbon brakes, because trust me, when you have a car that weighs almost 3 tons, you want very good brakes. On the side of the car we have the W12 sign here, which is a very interesting one because this is one of the very last cars which are using such an engine. Here we have the carbon fiber mirrors, and we have these carbon fiber skirts, which of course are adding to the sporty element of the car. And this is one of the parts of the Bentley that looks best, the coupe lines in the back, and you have these massive and wide wheel arches which just give the car this muscular look. In the back of the car you get this optional spoiler, which actually doesn't look bad and doesn't look ridiculous on this two-tone luxury coupe. You get another spoiler which pops up and down when you reach a 50 miles an hour speed, and of course you get these chrome elements on the rear lights. We get this Quicksilver exhaust system which sounds amazing, and more carbon fiber. Overall, this is one of the best looking coupes, and it has a classical shape which will forever remain one of the most recognizable GT cars on the road. And now let's check out what's under the hood of the Bentley Continental GT Speed. Here we have a 6-liter W12 twin-turbo petrol engine developing 620 horsepower and doing 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds and a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. Now this is one of the most interesting engines because it's not only that powerful, but it's one of the smoothest and very comfortable. And that is the reason why Bentley have been using this engine for so long. And now we will demonstrate to you just how smooth this W12 engine is. We'll put a coin here and we'll give it some revs to see if the coin is going to fall. The interior of the Bentley GT Continental is one of the most luxurious and beautiful ones we have ever tested. Even though this is the previous model, you can't deny the class that this car has. Here everything is made from the best materials possible. You have hand-stitched leather seats, you have very high quality materials, you have metal on the gear, you have metal buttons, even the roof is made of leather, and you have these leather grab handles which are very classy. Overall, everything here is very fine and very well made, and even though Audi, Mercedes and BMW have been making very good interiors lately, there is simply no match for the handcrafted Bentley. You have a lot of space in the front seats and everything is very comfortable and very quiet, but this is not the case in the rear seats where there is almost no space at all. Their best use is to throw your bags, or you can actually put some people, but only for very short journeys. The Bentley Continental GT Speed is truly an amazing car, which confirms that Bentley is one of the car makers which knows best how to build the best GT cars on the market. The Continental is elegant and smooth, yet capable and powerful, and it has an engine that can easily go over 200 miles per hour. It has an exquisite handcrafted cabin and very elegant looks. Overall, if you're looking for a GT car, you can't really go wrong with the Bentley Continental GT Speed.